Welcome to this video lecture on the subject optical and microwave engineering. So in this lecture we are going to discuss about hybrid T. So hybrid T is also known as magic T. It is a hybrid junction of a 4-port network as shown in this diagram. So a signal incident on any one of the port divides between two output ports with the remaining port is isolated. So magic T is a combination of the E plane and H plane T. So ports 1 and 2 are collinear arms, which is the main guide, and port 3 is known as the H arm, port 4 is known as the E arm. So here the rectangular slots are cut both along the width and breadth of the long waveguide, and side arms are attached, which are port 3 and port 4. And characteristics of magic T: if two in-phase waves of equal magnitude are fed into port 1 and 2. So the output at port 4 is subtractive and hence 0, and the total output will appear additively at port 4. So port 4 is called as the difference or E arm, and port 3 is called as the sum or H arm. A wave incident at port 4, that is known as E arm, divides equally between the two ports which are opposite in phase with no coupling to another arm, port 3. Similarly, wave incident at port 3, it is known as H arm. It is divides equally between ports N2 but in phase with no coupling to port 4. So we can write the S matrix S parameter as S43 equal to S34 equal to 0, and similarly S12 and S21 equal to 0. By using the properties of S matrix, we can write the 4 cross 4 matrix since magic T has 4 ports. And for an ideal lossless magic T matched at ports 3 and 4, the two parameters are 0, S33 and S44 are 0. And we apply all the properties of magic T and also the properties of S parameter. So by using the symmetry property Sij equal to Sji, so we can write symmetrical elements S12 equal to S21, both are equal, and port 3 has a H plane T section. So the values S23 and S13 are equal because there is an in-phase waves, and also port 4 has a E-plane T section. So S24 and S14 are equal but has a opposite sign. So we use minus S14. So substitute all these conditions in S matrix and we are applying the unity property where S matrix is multiplied by conjugate of S matrix, which is equal to identity matrix. And by solving the four set of equations R1 C1, R2 C2, R3 C3, R4 C4 by using the unity property of S matrix, we can solve the S parameter values. So by equating the equations 9 and 10, we can get S11 equal to S22. So here all the three values are cancelled, so we get S11 equal to S22. And similarly from equation 11 we solve for S13, which is equal to 1 by root 2. And also from equation 12 we solve for S14, which is equal to 1 by root 2. So now we have values for S12 and then S13, S14. So by substituting these values we get the condition as S11, S12 equal to 0 and also S22 as 0. So the S matrix of a magic T is obtained by substituting the scattering parameters from the previous three equations, and we get S equal to 0, 0, S13, S14 and 0, 0, S13 minus S14. We need to substitute the property of S matrix, and we can substitute the values of S13 and S14 as 1 by root 2 here. So the applications of magic T. So now we understand that ports 1 and 2 are perfectly matched to the junction. As this is the 4-port junction, whenever the two ports are perfectly matched, the other two ports are also perfectly matched. So where all the four ports are matched, it is called as the magic T junction. So the applications of magic T are measurement of impedance. It can be used as a duplexer and it is used as a mixer and also isolator. So let's see any one application, magic T as a duplexer. So duplexer is a circuit which works as both the transmitter and the receiver using single antenna for both the purposes. So here see the diagram, here port 1 and 2 are used as receiver and transmitter where they are isolated and hence will not interfere. An antenna is connected to E-arm port, a matched load is connected to H-arm port, which provides no reflections. Now there exists a transmission or reception without any problem. And let's take the assessment questions. Why hybrid T junction is called as magic T? Here the answer is the junction where all the four ports are perfectly matched is called as the magic T junction. A magic T is to be used as CW duplexer, then port 1, port 2, port 3 and port 4 respectively should be connected to. So the answer is CW transmitter, receiver, antenna and matched load. So option C is the answer. Thank you for listening this lecture.